Hello friends, welcome to another episode of my homemade recipes. On today's video, I'm asking the question, have you ever wanted to make your own bulk meatballs? Or you are tired of buying store-made ones that do not satisfy your taste buds? If your answer is a yes, then this video is absolutely for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this easy homemade meatball recipe. To start off, here are the ingredients I will be using, and the full measurements are listed in the description box below. I have lean ground beef, chili flakes, some ginger powder, some garlic powder, thyme leaves, onion powder, smoked paprika, bouillon seasoning, oregano leaves, cumin powder, some salt, bread crumbs, spring onions, and some cilantro. Combine all of these ingredients together in a bowl for easy mixing. Next, you want to scoop a reasonable amount on your palm. Clean palm, and then mold them into balls, just like I did here. Continue to repeat this process until all the meats are formed into balls, just like this one. Yes, we clean as we go as well. At this stage, what you should have is this. You can decide to stop at this stage by just freezing your meatballs for when you need them. You can use a zipper bag or a bowl and store them in your refrigerator. Or you can go ahead and fry them before storing. For this, I used my saladmaster electric oil core skillet. I decided to add some spray oil just to stop the sticking at the first step. I assembled the meatballs orderly so that they can all cook well individually. I cooked the meatballs until it started to have the brown color, and then I went ahead to flip them, and I continued to cook until all the sides were properly cooked. I would say it took about 8 to 10 minutes on each side, but depending on how hot your skillet is would determine how long. But once you notice that the meat is no longer pink in color, then it is properly cooked. You can also pick one and just cut it into two. That way you'll be able to see the inside and be sure that it's properly cooked. As a parent with little kids, this is one homemade recipe you always want to have in your refrigerator or in your freezer for such a time when the kids call for spaghetti and meatball. You know what I mean, right? So once you have them stored this way, you have them bulk cooked already, it saves you time and it also saves you money. And I can tell you from experience, all the store-bought meatballs, they never taste as good as the one you'd make at home. because the ones you make at home, you know specifically what ingredients you have in them. You can decide what you'd add to them. And here they are perfectly cooked now. The next step will be to quickly transfer the meatballs into another bowl, just so that they don't begin to soak in all the oil again. Especially if you are the health conscious one. Again, at this point, if you choose to, you can let them cool completely, then store them in a zipper bag or a bowl in your freezer for such a time when you'd need them. At this point, someone had to stop me from eating them all because it was so delicious. And to make the meatball sauce, I used a previously homemade tomato basil sauce with some seasoning. I just added some bouillon, some garlic powder to the sauce, and I mixed that together. And then I added the meatball. Once I added the meatballs, I put it on completely low heat. This would allow the meatball to soak into the sauce itself. Also here, I skipped the oil or adding oil to the sauce entirely. Again, if you're health conscious and you want to reduce the quantity of oil that you're eating, because the meatball itself adds its natural oil, which we've also tried to reduce when frying it. Now our meatball sauce is ready, and I went ahead to garnish them with some spring onions and cilantro. This always gives it that perfect aftertaste that you love so much. At this point, you can make a side dish. You can make some pasta. So for us, we had this for dinner for sure with pasta, and it was absolutely delicious and very satisfying. You can also have some bread with it. And I do hope that you have enjoyed this recipe and you will replicate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.